Hello, hello. This is Michael Demond here with Tech Talk Tuesday. I'm just doing a little pre-show warm-up so I can get everything connected and set to go so that we can start on time. If you're tuning in today we're going to talk about my YouTube and podcast masterclass. We're going to do that in just a couple of minutes. I'm just getting everything set up and then we're going to start on time. Again, this is just a little pre-show. Come on in, say hello, let me know that you're here. So that I know that you can hear me and you can see me. Good morning, Wendy Campbell, tuning in from Facebook. Good morning and welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. I'm doing something a little different. I figure I'd come in before our official start time just to get everything set up and tested. Y'all notice that I'm in a new space. So I decided to change the piano room and give us a little neon light vibe. Loretta Camp tuning in from YouTube. Good morning and welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. Thank you. Who else do we have here? Happy Tech Talk Tuesday from Arizona. Carmen Ray tuning in. Good morning, Carmen. We are on fire this morning, aren't we? We've been in conversations, planned meetings, made some decisions about some stuff with the Be Well community already. So we are moving along. So we have about another minute here before we get started with today's show. Just coming on here early to say hello to everybody and make sure all my tech and stuff is good. Looks like everything's working fine. We say love the vibe in the back. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna start switching it up so that we can have some like different. I needed a little more color. I felt like the other one was like, I don't know, little too home and garden. So we switching it up a little bit here. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm gonna get our broadcast going. Thank you all for tuning in a little bit early. Carmen said fire. Thank you. So we're gonna keep switching these up every week and see how they are. So let me go ahead and do the traditional intro because I hate for y'all to miss out on our intro. Everyone gets used to that tune. We're gonna go ahead and get that going. So let's go ahead and get started with Tech Talk Tuesday. All right, welcome back to Tech Talk Tuesday. My name is Michael Demond, and today is Tech Talk Tuesday. Hello to my special VIP watchers in the Be Well for Women community. Today is our Tech Talk Tuesday day, and every day on Tuesdays, I go live to talk about ways to use technology to work smarter and not harder in your business. For today's show, we're going to go specifically and talk about YouTube and podcasts. I'm currently just kicked off a masterclass, which is taking place in the Bond to Build community. And we have some people who are in there who are ready to start using a multimedia approach to growing their business and are reaching their target audience. So what I thought I'd do today is take you behind the scenes and show you what it looks like to be a student of the course, what it looks like to be a member of the Bond to Build community, and how you can use this masterclass to grow your business. So I'm going to be doing some screen sharing today. I'm going to be doing some sharing from my computer and my phone. I know that some of you are already members of Bond to Build, so I have a little bit of different instructions for you. So I'll talk about what you need to do because unlike people who aren't already members of our community, they have to still create an account so that they can get in. So I'll talk about that and let you know how you can go ahead and get signed up for this class. Just a couple things to know about the class is that this master class is something that I'm just leaving open. It's a one-time thing, a one-time rate. Once you're in, you're in. And what happens is that I have multiple lessons between now and August 29th. Twice a week, my team is going to be offering technical support for anybody who needs help getting their YouTube channel and their podcast going. We have lessons in there that are going to talk you through how to plan your show, what equipment you need to use, how to get ready for monetization if you want to do some monetization, all that stuff. Everything that I've been doing here for Tech Talk, I'm going to be doing and teaching inside of that group. Now, if you're someone who has some time and you want to finally get this stuff ready to go, and you want to get some support while you're doing it, rather than watching a bunch of YouTube videos and not having anyone to talk to when you need help, this is the place for you to be. So I'm going to show you what it looks like inside the course and walk you through that process. Let me just take a real quick look here. I think we've already done our welcomes and we have everybody here. Crystal is here for Tech Talk Tuesday. Hey, Crystal, welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. Awesome. So let me go ahead and I'm going to get my screen share going. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through what it's like to be part of this masterclass. So let me do some screen sharing here. I'm going to share this one. Here we go. Okay. So if you are not a member of Bond to Build, you would go to bondtobuild.com, and there we have all these different plans that you can choose from. There's two plans right now. One of them is for our Be Well partnership. That's part of another group that's part of this here. And then you'll see one that's for the YouTube channel and podcast masterclass. Now, if you want to join the community and get access to the course, this is where you go, bondtobuild.com, click on the plan and choose the YouTube channel and podcast masterclass. You'll see it's a one-time fee and you're in there for life. So as we update, as we add new things there, as things change on YouTube and on the podcasting platform, we'll be adding more content to that. So you become part of a community where you consistently have access to that. In addition to the masterclass, you also get access to our overall virtual community for entrepreneurs called Bond to Build. That's where we have tons of things for entrepreneurs to gather, to learn, to share, and inspire one another. We have like our own Facebook environment without the Facebook stuff that you don't have to worry about. So if you can kind of imagine that, you don't have to imagine it because I'm going to take you inside and we're going to take a look at it. But you'll see all the different things that are going to be included. You get lifetime access to the course and updates. You're going to have access to live and recorded video tutorials, equipment lists, technical support, marketing tips and strategies for your class. If you're somebody who's already a member of the Bond to Build community, all you would need to do is sign in like I'm going to do right now. And then once you get signed in, you're going to go to courses. And under courses, you'll see that this course is available for you to purchase. Or if you already have it, you'll just be able to jump right into it. So here inside of our course, we have a number of different lessons and things that we went through. Yesterday was our kickoff. So we have a overview here that you can read through to learn about what this course is going to cover. There's a video for the orientation. So I recommend you kind of go through. You'll be able to watch this video and get the full landscape of what to expect and what our plans are. And then we have these individual lessons that every student is going to have access to. So we're starting from scratch about how to record quality videos. What do you need to do to get proper lighting? Giving you some tips on what is good lighting and what's not good lighting. If you're someone who is totally starting from scratch and you don't have any of these things in place, I have some recommendations of some products that you can use. I'm using one of them right now, which is this ring light that you see in the picture, which is also lighting me up on my desk. So you'll get all those tips that you need so that you can start this process the right way. If you like my cool background, this background is actually because of this green screen that I have attached to my chair. So that's how I'm able to project these virtual backgrounds on my videos behind me. So it's fun. I love doing it. It's a great way to be able to switch it up and add a nice little element to your videos. So that's what you're going to get inside of there. I have another lesson here that's unlocked that's going to talk about cameras and microphones. I want you to know that I'm all about using what you have and starting what you are and starting where you are and doing what you can do. So whatever you have, we can find a way to make it work. And this lesson is going to talk about whether you're using a computer or if you're using a tablet like an iPad, what you need to be mindful of and how you need to go about getting ready for your production, for your podcast, and for your YouTube channel. So there's a number of different tips on here. It shows you the mic that I'm using, which I'm actually speaking into right now. All this stuff is inside the lesson. So once you get through the preliminary stuff, there's another one that's going to be unlocking today about software, tools, and apps that I'm using. Then we're going to get into some live sessions and some recorded sessions. So the live sessions are actually going to be a Zoom that happens within our community. Once you're in here, you'll get access to them, and then we'll go through, why do you want to show? And we'll talk about that and help you think about the things that you need to take in consideration when planning your show, giving you some tips about how to identify who your audience is and where they might be so that you don't spend your time producing content in the wrong place for the people that aren't there. So that's important for you to know. We'll talk about scheduling your show and which platforms to use. So there's a lot of details that we're going to go through. Outside of the course materials, we also have our own community feed. So this is a place for anyone who's part of the class to be able to come and post and ask questions. It's an open feed for everyone who's a member of the course to be able to post their questions and get help from other students in the course or from the WeMerge Media team. We have a number of members who have already joined us, who are inside and was joining us yesterday on our live kickoff Zoom. You'll also see that we'll have some topics here. So if there's resources that you need, questions that you have about the podcast or the YouTube channel specifically, maybe you have questions about equipment, there'll be some resources inside of that for here. Now, one of the things that I think makes this different than any other course that you're going to go take about how to start your YouTube channel or how to start your own podcast is that we're going to be providing ongoing technical support for everybody here in the group. So we have Sundays and Wednesdays, we have an hour blocked on each day where you can jump into a Zoom session with myself or my team and be able to get technical support for anything that you might be struggling with. So I know that for many people, this could be a different way to work when you have to use this technology. So we have all of these help desk hours already pre-scheduled where you can jump in on any Sunday and Wednesday during the designated time, all the way through August 29th to get the hands-on help that you need. Our goal is to get everybody launched and ready to go by then so that your channel is up, you're ready to roll, and you're ready to start doing business. So that is what that looks like when you are on side of the computer or if you're on a laptop. But let me also take you over to the Bond to Build community. As I mentioned, we have a community that's overall community that includes a number of people who may not be part of the course. So there we have a number of different things for you to browse through. If you go to the Discovery tab in here, you'll be able to see all the different pieces of content that we've shared and that's been posted from members. We have our topics in here if you need some more tips or if you want to share some information about something specifically. We have people in here with a variety of different expertise and professions who share their knowledge here in the group. Another thing we have here is we have a couple of ongoing events. So I talked about the help desk hour, but we also have every Thursday a writer's cafe, which is hosted by Jojo Palmaria and Saroma. So what she does every Thursday at 8 o'clock Pacific time is host I think it's like 2-3 hour session where she opens up a Zoom, there's some nice cafe music, and she's writing or working and planning, and people just kind of come in there as part of the community to engage with each other, or maybe just to work on something on their own and to just have that virtual connection to other members within the community. So it's a beautiful thing to be able to have access to. We also have some free courses that are part of this. So if you are part of the Bond to Build community, we have one called A Love Affair with Life. That is a free course that was offered to everybody when we first kicked off and talks about how to identify your passion and how to really kind of live a fulfilled life. So these are just some of the things that you get as part of the Bond to Build community. So what I'm going to do now is I want to go ahead and I'm going to stop this share because I know some people end up joining us from a mobile phone, and I want to give you an idea of what everything looks like from the mobile view because it is a little bit different navigation. I did talk about that. For those of you who are already members of Bond to Build, you go inside the menu and go to courses if you're logged in, and you can get there that way. So let me go ahead and switch over to my phone so I can show you if you're someone who's using either a tablet. I always recommend going through the browser, especially when you're starting out, because one of the things is there's an app that you can use to access the community, but Apple is not updating new plans inside the app. So it's been creating a little bit of hurdles for me, but once you go through the browser, go through your Google Chrome or your Safari, get signed up and everything, get your membership, Then you can use the app after that. The process is going to be a lot easier. So let me just go ahead and share my screen with you. I want to do, oh, wait, I didn't even set up my sharing application. Let me get my application up real quick. In the meantime, while I'm getting that going, I'm going to just take a quick look at the comments because I see we have a couple people who are commenting. I think you're seeing some stuff that you like, which is always a good thing. Let me choose my phone. Camera is my iPhone. Okay, let me just take a quick look here. So we have Crystal. Thanks for sharing. Carmen says she loves the Bond to Build platform. Yes, thank you for being an active member in there. It really is a nice noise-free way for us to be able to connect with fellow entrepreneurs because that can be hard to do sometimes. And we do our best to make sure we're adding tons of value and bonuses inside the group so that you can really get the stuff that you need to advance in your business. Great and glowful day. That's Mikhail. I know that when I see it. Great and glowful day to you. Good morning. Hey, Mikhail, thank you for tuning in to Tech Talk Tuesday. Let me go ahead and get this view set up for you, and then I'll come back and we'll kind of close out. So let's see here. Share screen. I kind of have to talk to myself as I'm going through this. Chrome tab. Let me see. 1 second. Oh, duh. I had to have my phone open. Let me try again here. See, this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about so that you, we're going to go through with the product that I use here is called StreamYard, and I use StreamYard whenever I want to share things on my mobile device. And you may not know this kind of thing if you're not inside of a group like this so that you can get access to this kind of information, because it's one of those things that you need to kind of know somebody, or you need to be a tinkerer who's willing to kind of play around with stuff and see what you can find. So let me try one more time. Entire screen window. I know what it was. I was in Zoom yesterday. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do this for you a different way. Let's do my entire screen. This ain't gonna look pretty, but that's what we got. Okay, part of the problem is, let me just hide all this stuff. Y'all see my desktop? So what happens, I've been downloading, doing a bunch of screenshots. Whenever I do screenshots, it puts it on my desktop, and then I end up with a huge mess, which is what this is. So I'm gonna just clean it up real quick because I know that's gonna make it hard for y'all to see. Here we go. Okay. Oh, that's much better. At least it's better for me. So hopefully it's better for you too. So let me go ahead and go over to my phone. So I talked about, if you are not already a member, what you can do is go over to your browser tab, go to bondtobuild.com, whatever browser you use. I'm a big Google Chrome fan, or if you're a Safari fan or whatever you use on your mobile device, go to the website, bondtobuild.com, choose a plan, and then you'll want the YouTube channel and podcast Masterclass. That's going to allow you to be able to purchase that. When you do, the first thing it's going to ask you to do is to create an account. You can either create one manually by putting your first name, last name, and email address in there, or you can create one using Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Apple, whichever one you prefer to do. So once you do that, you'll be given access. It will also be prompted, because this is ran on the app called Mighty Networks, but you want to get the app after you have your membership, otherwise it's confusing. But I was looking for a way to be able to bring people together outside of the Facebook environment, just so I can do more things that I wanted to do, like courses, and invite other people to host courses and everything on the platform with my technical support. So it's starting to be that we're having people who are like, hey, I have a group that exists already. Can we come over to Bond to Build and host our events here within this community? So that wasn't something that I necessarily thought I'd be doing, but it's been a great way for us to build some community overall for the group. So you'll see now that I'm inside the app. If you already have it, you'll be able to navigate the same way by choosing the little menu icon in the upper left-hand side, and then you can get access to all the same stuff that I talked about before. So here, the view is a little bit different because things are compressed, but you see we have sales and marketing tip, money move tips, These are a couple of groups that we have within. So the Be Well Magazine team, all the contributors of Be Well Magazine are part of the Bond to Build community, and they have a community of their own where they go through and they talk about things related to the magazine and planning and meetings and all that other stuff. We're probably going to have another group coming on soon who's going to be joining us. We have some people within the group who are fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So they like to talk about Marvel movies and the Marvel things that are streaming on Disney. So all that's within here. That's a place for them to share. We also have, like I mentioned, the Writers Cafe, which is hosted by Jojo Pa, who had volunteered to host this every Thursday for people who want to get together. Basically, what you do is she recreates like a coffee shop vibe. Late night, got some nice jazz, smooth music chilling in the background. And it's just so calm and relaxing to be able to meet in that way and duplicate that. So those are just some of the groups that are here. And if you're on a mobile device and you're using the app, we have what we call spaces, which people typically call groups, but here they're called spaces. As you can see, we have a number of different spaces that people can get access to. Last but not least is the course. So once you're inside, you can go to courses. You can go to the ones that are yours if you've already purchased it, and it'll show you the courses that you have access to. So here again, same thing I showed you on the desktop. I'm just kind of showing you through the mobile view that we have access to the orientation that we kicked off yesterday. So we have video content that's going to be within here. We'll also have like PDFs that are downloaded, courses that are available. So everything that I showed you before is available. A nice thing about this too, if you get to one of these lessons and you have a question or you want to get some assistance, not only can you come to one of the help hours, but you can also just go ahead and comment within the lesson, and then that comment will be seen by our team so that we can answer any question that you have specifically about that. So that's the tour of the masterclass. This is ideal for someone who either wants to start building a YouTube following, wants to start distributing their information and reaching more people through a podcast, using audio and video to be able to get more brand recognition and attract more people. If you already have a YouTube channel, we have some very experienced people who are here who just started YouTube and have grown their audience, but like, hey, you know what? I still need some help with a couple of things and would like to fill in some things to see what I've missed. So we have some people who already have channels who are also part of the group. So that's our show for today. That's our Tech Talk Tuesday. I will be talking about video and audio for the rest of this month. Every Tuesday, we're going to be talking about that because those are the things that I think are important right now for a lot of us as entrepreneurs who are missing that part. You know, I have people say, you know, I'm posting on Facebook, but I'm not getting a response, or, you know, I'm trying to run ads, but I'm not getting a response. You have to show up. You have to show up in more than one way. Those images and those captions work with the people that you're connected to sometimes, but you need to start using some of the multimedia tools so that you can grow your audience. Wendy says, yes, Marvel. Yep. You got to get up on in there. And I saw your message, Wendy. I'm going to make sure that we can get that resolved for you. This is a new platform for me as well. So I'm still kind of figuring out some things, and it's good because everybody's on different devices. So like I'm getting kind of challenged to figure out, okay, what's going on here? But we will get you in. We will get you resolved. Michaela says, amazing, isn't it? Michaela's also with the We Merge Media team. So she's working heavily with the Be Well Magazine team to make sure that all the contributors there have what they need. And she's also my daughter. So she's involved with us here too. So that's our show for today. I hope that this information was helpful. I'd love to see more of you inside of our YouTube and podcast masterclass so that we can make sure that we're all on these platforms, leveraging the tools that are available to help us grow our businesses and reach more people. So again, thanks for tuning in. If you have questions, feel free to post them down below. Make sure that if you're on YouTube that you give us subscribe. I'd love to have you subscribing. And of course, would also love to see you again next week, Tuesday, same time and place for Tech Talk Tuesday. All right. So cool. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. That's right. We got our dad and daughter team. Helpful as always. Thank you. I believe that's Mikhail. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. For everybody in the Bond to Build community and the Be Well for Women community, I know I'll be talking to you very soon because we have a lot going on. We have to start getting ready for the next issue and the Be Well retreat, which is coming up in September. So we got stuff to do. So make sure you're engaged, make sure you're tuning in, and then I'll see you again next week, Tuesday. All right. Take care.